You know why I say my family?
Family.
As part of it's because Vin Diesel always talks about it's about family,
It's
and
about family. About
but
family.
also in Once Upon a Time, the guy who played Prince Charming,
Yeah.
he was in another show. I can't remember
Was it
what
about
it was
family?
called, but it was about a plane that disappeared and then it came back years
Yeah.
later with all the people in it and stuff. Well,
Oh, the
he
100 or
in
something.
no, it's not 100, but it's like Manifest, I think.
Oh, okay. The
So
term.
so in that one, he's like one of the main characters. He's the dad, and he's always talking about he does this for his family, and he always looks like this. My family. And it was a running joke in our house, just running joke. Great.
It being funny.
It's great.
I'm sorry. I just
My
don't have.
family.
I don't have a lens for that.
Come on, that's funny.
Yeah, I know. I just like. I'm with you. It just it's one of those.
It's like
I've
repeated
never
talking
watched the
about
show.
Lost.
I've never watched the show. I've I don't live at your house.
It's true. But it's like repeated talking about Lost and some of the crap in Lost.
Oh yes,
It's the same kind of thing.
his family,
His family.
my family, your family, her family, she's family,
Family.
my family.
Family.
With all this
All
talk
about
about family, how often do you how much do you drive during a day?
I am the driver for the house right now because none of the children drive. Thank you, Jesus.
They're like
But
9.
Nicole doesn't like. No, well, Michaela's 13 now,
Okay, that's still a
getting close. That's what that
few
is.
years
That's
shy,
getting
man.
close. That's getting close. Anyway,
A good
but
few
Nicole
years.
doesn't like driving. So pretty much anytime she doesn't have to drive, I got to drive, which is fine. I love driving. What I don't love about driving is the other people driving.
That's true. That's fair. Yeah. No, like I was I mean, I still am the driver most of the time.
Right.
Like I got my driver's license and then all of a sudden I was the guy, you know? So
Mm-hmm.
like after not having a driver's license until I was 23 because I didn't need one. Um then I got my driver's license and then everybody's like, go to the store, do the thing, blah blah blah.
Yep.
So now I drive in LA traffic all the time.
Which has to
And
be lovely.
all my work is north of the airport. like
So you have to go through airport traffic
if you go through the airport
every day.
struggle.
Oh,
And then like most of the time I have to go through downtown to get to my jobs. So there's
yeah.
just no winning, man. So I mean like I got the fast pass and everything, but like
Well, and that's got to be hopeful at least.
it is helpful unless there's like a flip over accident there. And then you're
Right.
stuck in like 80 feet in the air. We're waiting for a tow truck to come and scoop this accident up so that you can go home at 3 in the morning.
That just seems like a pain in the butt.
Oh, my entire tuchus was sore by the end of it.
I bet.
Yeah, man. So, needless to say, we're going to be talking about driving today.
Yep. We're talking about driving.
Okay.
Fun.
So, let's
play that intro.
That's what I was looking for. Let's play the intro.
There we go.
Been hating my job. I need to quit. Where'd I go wrong? Is this really it? I need to pick me up. Can you fix me can't keep living this way.
Did you win your race?
I did because I won the race. I got the pink slip for the other guy's car. I had to just take that right out of there,
Oh, fair enough. Yeah.
back home.
It looks like you're not glitching as much as well, so that's good.
Yeah, I think that's probably a better idea. It's a better idea.
That's appropriate.
Yes. So what about driving today? Tell me about driving today. Anything happened?
Okay, so driving today was fun because this is going to date the episode, but my grandmother's in a physical rehabilitation right now
Mm-hmm.
down the street.
Okay.
So she's down the street by about 6 minutes, right?
That's not
It
bad.
took me 15 minutes to get there today.
Oh,
Yeah. So that was fun. Then after that, I went to dinner with Jen's folks and my sister Bonnie. As we all know, is the judge of our courtroom.
The judge, jury, and executioner.
I don't think anybody got executed, but
Oh wait, yeah. There was no executions.
there was no executions. But so excuse me, by Atlanta, there was a we went to sushi. Bonnie doesn't eat fish, so she got tempura.
It's still good. It's still good.
Yeah, so we hung out with Jen and her folks and her sister and her sister's daughter.
Mhm.
And Bonnie got to chit chat with everybody and have a good time.
Nice. That's
So-
excellent.
Yes, it was good times. Beyond that, then after that, I went to go hang out with a friend of mine in about 20 minutes away from here.
Mm-hmm.
And the freeway on ramp from the interchange freeway, the on ramp was how you say closed, and nobody figured out that it was only one lane that was closed.
Oh man.
Yeah, so like everybody's trying to get over and like stopping traffic and ruining lives, and so it took me close to an hour to get there.
Man.
And then on the way back, it took me about 10 extra minutes that I should have. But
Yeah. Fun.
So that's and then tomorrow I get to go to Burbank.
Oh, that's even more fun.
That's gonna be great. It's way on the other side of the city.
Mhm.
Yeah. So like that's with no traffic, like zero amounts of traffic. It's like a half an hour.
So it's going to take you an hour and a half.
Yeah, I always leave 2 hours early.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
It's like a flight.
Yeah, more or
Yeah.
less.
Yeah.
It's like you just gotta go ham on it, man.
Right.
So, gonna be taking my sister, my Jen, and my other friend. Theoretically, my other friend. I don't know if they're gonna show up or not, but hopefully
Yeah.
so. But if anybody wants to come see me in Burbank, it's every Saturday at 9:30. I'm always on stage at the LA Connection Comedy Theater. So, shameless plug.
You might see some other people that have been on the podcast as well.
Oh, yes. Yeah, you'll see Russ. You'll see Ari if he's alive.
Not sure. I haven't heard from him since the last time you asked. I kind of tried to check up, but there's still nothing.
Yeah. Weird.
Yeah.
Anyway, so let's jump into it. PMJ Sandwich asks, am I the a-hole for blocking the shoulder on a ramp to prevent cars from cutting the whole line?
I
Okay.
want to say no. I want to say no.
I was sitting on a ramp to my exit from the highway, and there was a long stretch of cars. I was sitting there for 5-minute intervals. Then we'd move for a minute and stop again. But then people started driving on the shoulder, cutting everyone off who was waiting. Um, First car, I didn't think much of it. Probably just started cutting to the point where we didn't. Let's see, didn't think much of it. But everybody started cutting to the point where we didn't even move at all. At that point, I was already late for work, and I wasn't going to be more late for people cutting each other. So I drove. So half my car was in my lane, and half my car was on the shoulder, so nobody could cut. These people trying to cut were stuck behind me, and I could see them making gestures at me, but I just stood my ground. I was going to brake check them, but I was feeling nice. So am I the a-hole?
Here's my answer.
I mean,
Good job. Good job. Definitely.
I mean, honestly,
Like,
that. Not all heroes wear capes, you know.
yeah, that you're doing a service. You're doing a service there for the people right there.
Like, oh my gosh, they those people like that do not deserve their driver's licenses. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
That's all
Exactly.
I'm saying.
Exactly.
Come on, fellas. Yeah, no, like you keep going. You do your thing.
Yeah. It's definitely one of those things where it's like, okay, so these people are going around me on a shoulder where they're not even supposed to be driving. And, he's already late for work. He just, at that point, it's do or die. It's all about, it's Mad Max out there. Right. So you make sure those people can't get in front of you. You need to do that. That's why there's a line. That is the purpose of a line. People don't cut in front of a line, or they shouldn't be cutting in front of a line anywhere else that you go. Why should they be cutting while they're driving? Boom. You don't need fixed. You need to fix other people. Good job.
The podcast, whoever this is. Goodness. Let's see. So today I effed up by accidentally flipping off my boss.
Whoops.
Big Paul 20. I flipped off my boss yesterday, and I have been terrified ever since. I was driving home from the gym yesterday around 10 a.m. and came across an intersection where I had the right of way. Out of nowhere, a car makes a rolling stop through a stop sign and cuts in front of me to turn left. I slammed on my brakes and laid my hand on the horn for a good 10 seconds. He, for some reason, stopped in front of me and was honking as well. As an aside, I hate it when people do that, right? Like,
that doesn't make sense.
Why are you honking at me?
Yeah.
Why are you honking back? Do you think we're having a conversation?
Yeah, this is not communication device. This is me telling you did something wrong.
No, this is me telling you that this is a danger to be doing a thing like this. You know what I mean?
Okay, so yes, wrong, but also danger. Yes, danger would probably be the number one there.
Right, but still, either way, right? So the horn shouldn't be used unless in cases of emergency, right? But there's also times.
I mean, you have to use your horn sometimes.
Right, for sure.
Yeah.
Let's see. I told him to go and raise my middle finger proud, and then it hit me. My boss was driving the car.
Ooh.
For context, I graduated with my degree in May and started working as a junior financial analyst in October. I'm still new enough where my relationship with my boss is completely professional and doesn't include much conversation about stuff outside of work. I don't know why I didn't recognize him or his car immediately, but maybe it was because I was filled with rage.
Yeah.
But it was definitely him.
I mean, you have full rights to be filled with rage, so I can understand. I can understand this.
Right. I was praying he didn't recognize me, but he had to. He knows my car. We leave at the same time a lot, and he also had the look of anger turned to confusion on his face. Either way, I am not looking forward to going to work tomorrow and have been anxious and nervous about it all weekend. Should I call out? Should I take the bus instead of driving there? So for some reason, if he didn't recognize me, then he doesn't recognize my car. I don't know what to do. He's not the type of guy who jokes around. He always takes his job so seriously and everyone respects it. I've come to terms with that there's nothing I can do, and I must face it this week, but I need to think of an apology or something to say when it comes up. My heart wants to tell him it's his fault for not looking, but he's also my boss and controls my paycheck.
You have nothing to apologize for. He does. And he should be the one coming back and apologizing to you for cutting you off, not the other way around. This is not a situation where you need to be the apologetic person.
I'm literally looking for an update here because I want to know what happened.
Right?
Big Paul.
I doubt there's
Oh, what
enough.
happened? Okay, where's it? He only did this one. What?
Yep.
He did not. He did not update.
Well,
Oh,
maybe he got fired and then he was like, well, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not even going to talk about it anymore. Like it's going to be difficult enough for me to get another job because, they're going to call him and he's going to be like, oh yeah, that a-hole.
Yep.
Yeah.
I feel like the boss needs to learn the rules of the road.
Very, very true.
Like honestly, your boss is a dick. Like
Yes.
excuse my language, but seriously though, like doing stuff like that in a car is going to get somebody killed, right? Like
Definitely.
that's just what's up. I drive fast, and
Oh, really? I didn't notice that.
Bill,
Yes, sir.
shut your mouth. Anyway, I do tend to drive a little fast, but I'm also safe about it. And I drive with the flow of the traffic. Thank you so much. And I make sure I'm aggressive to a point, but I also observe the rules of right of way. There's a strange phenomenon that happens in California, and I don't know if it happens anywhere else.
Is it everybody's the a-hole?
Four-way stop. When you're at a four-way stop, right?
Okay.
There's cars on each one, right?
All right.
Who goes first?
The
Goes
person
in
on the
order.
right. Person that
Person on
got
the
there
right.
first, on the right.
Right. Person on the right goes first. Person on the right makes his go. Person to the right of them makes their go. Person to the right of them then goes. However, here in California, for some reason, the person on the right will go and the person on the left will go and do it like that. Right.
Well, it's like a free turn, isn't it? Like you got it. If they're going straight and you can get through there at the same time.
Right. But that's not how right of way works.
That's not how right of way works. No.
Right. No. So it's to the right, to the right, to the right, to the right. It's not treated as a stoplight situation.
See, I've always done it where the person on the right goes, the first one that got there, person on the right. As soon as that person goes, then whoever got there next, they go.
Well, no, that's not how.
Because it's like a line. It's the next person in line gets to go next.
It's also not how right of way works, right? Like, so it's always to the right. If you get there and there's three other cars there, right? The person to the right.
You're talking if everybody gets there at the same time.
Everybody there gets there at the same time.
Okay.
It goes It goes to
then
the
it
right.
goes clockwise to the right, to the right, to the right. Yeah.
To the right, to the right, to the right. If you go, somebody to the left is there waiting for you to go, but then somebody comes up to their right and stops before they make it through, that person then gets to go because they're to the right. So it goes to the right, to the right, to the right, to the right, no matter what. It's just it's first come, first serve, unless there's multiple people waiting. And if there's multiple people waiting, then it goes to the right. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, that's not how I do it.
Well, you do it wrong.
I really don't think so, but I think it goes the person on the right. If you get there at the same time as somebody else, the one on the right goes first. But other than that, then it's the next person in line. The next person that got there, they get to go.
Say you have a semi truck, right? You're
Isn't
to
this
the
big?
left of the semi truck. You're waiting for that semi truck to go,
Yes.
right? It is a long wait because it's a semi truck.
Uh-huh.
Somebody pulls in to the spot on the right of the semi truck and is waiting for that semi truck as well. If the semi truck passes, you don't then get to go. It's the person to their right.
But you were there first.
But yes, you were there first, but it's you two are effectively at the stop sign at the same time.
Like, no, if you're at the same, if you get there at the same time, the person on the right goes. Yes. So if you're waiting for the truck and then two people stop, then the person on the right goes. Most of the time up here, we don't have to deal with this as much because usually what will happen is the person, adjacent that you're talking about is going to be like, no, go ahead. And then you're like, no, go ahead. And then eventually somebody just goes.
It's a whole town of people pleasers up there, man.
Mm.
Like, don't get me started on that. It's like, look, no, observe right of way. Just do it by the rules so everybody gets home safely. Like, just do it.
We had a friend in high school. I won't name names. Probably not somebody who's ever going to listen to the podcast. I mean, I'm not going to say that actually. He's not somebody who any of us have communicated with in a very long time. And I remember back after he got his driver's license, he always thought that if you reach a stop sign, the person that got to the stop sign first, they go, and then everybody behind them goes.
Wow.
And I was like, no, dude,
no,
that's not
that is also
right.
treated like a stoplight. It's not a stoplight.
Yeah.
Stop sign.
No.
And that's why stop lights were invented, right?
Yes.
Is to make the flow of traffic easier,
right?
And with less guesswork.
Of course, up here it's starting to be just, whenever you get to an intersection, it's roundabout.
Yeah. Well,
which is also confusing, but also not like it does help with the flow of traffic as long as people are paying attention. But not everybody pays attention.
No, not everybody does. Dude.
No.
Okay.
So you can do this one.
Best of Redditor updates.
Yes, you are. Yes.
OP is few relative 4595. Originally posted in Am I the A-hole? Am I the A-hole for ghosting my girlfriend after she nearly killed both of us? Editor's note, added paragraph breaks for readability.
I don't know about this yet. I'm going to have to listen to some of the story before I can actually say something.
Trigger warnings. They put it in, so I'm going to read it. Past childhood trauma, car accident, reckless endangerment. Fair enough.
Okay.
So my girlfriend, 20, and I, 22, have been together for a little over 10 months now. We haven't had any heated arguments or fights, except for the fact she keeps tickling me randomly, despite the fact that I've repeatedly told her never do it again because I can react strangely to it. Now, to get to the current situation, this week I've had my car returned from a paint job and some major look changes, and I was really satisfied with the results. So I took a day off from work and took my girlfriend on a short trip outside the city. We drove to a lake, ate some food, and relaxed for a couple of hours until it got pretty dark, and we decided to head back home to get some sleep, as I had to go to work the next day and she had an exam. On the way home, I started talking about how happy I felt with the new paint job, and out of nowhere, she starts tickling me. I pushed her hand away and told her to stop. Then she reached for my ribs with both hands and got me swerving off the road. Thankfully, nobody was hurt, although my car got some deep scratches, but that doesn't even matter anymore, as I already slowed down after her first attempt to tickle me. I'll admit I told her, "What the F is wrong with you?" as soon as we stepped out of the car, and she started crying, but I couldn't care less as I felt as if my veins were about to pop. When we got home, I told her to pack her things and go to her best friend, but she threw a tantrum and begged me to forgive her for a little mistake. I didn't say a word. I simply stared in disgust and pointed to her luggage. After her friend picked her up, I tried to get to sleep, but my mind was racing, so I barely got any rest. This happened on Tuesday, and she's been blowing up my phone ever since, but I haven't answered any calls or texts and just blocked her. This led to her friend coming to my house and telling me to at least hear her out, but I've told her to F off and leave me alone, which made her tell me I'm more in love with a car than my girlfriend. So, am I the a-hole in this situation? Should I talk to my girlfriend? I feel like I can't trust her after what happened and that our relationship can't be fixed.
That's dangerous.
It is dangerous.
That's
I think,
dangerous.
yeah, I mean, it is dangerous still.
It's playful, but it's dangerous. And I think doing what you've already done should get the point across. And you maybe should talk to her and maybe give her another chance.
Yeah.
I'm not saying let it go and continue to give her chances. I'm saying maybe this time, now that you've done an extra thing, telling her to get that out, kind of, then maybe that'll sink it in. I mean, she's only, 20? She's only 20? Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
So
So she's young and stupid, and she did this stupid thing. And, like, you asked her to knock it off, and she kept trying to play or whatever. And yes, people could have been hurt, but they weren't. Right?
true, which is a good thing.
Which is a good thing. And like I feel like she scratched your car, make her pay for the scratch, and like maybe like that should drill at home. I don't like it when you do that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So
There you go.
but like if you feel like that's the end of your relationship, that's the end of your relationship. I'm not here to tell you what your business is.
True.
That I am.
But that's what we do.
But that's what we do. So
Yeah.
Anyway, update. That was from a June. So the next day. So the past couple of hours have been insane, honestly. Before the actual update, I wanted to sort some things out. I've seen people talk about this post being rage bait or fake. Honestly, I wish it was, but I actually needed to hear some opinions on what happened. Some people talked about me having anger issues. This is not true at all. I never snapped at her like this for tickling me, let alone hitting her or anything like this. But in the rage of the moment, I couldn't keep my mouth shut. I might consider myself to be a calm person, but that doesn't mean I will laugh and giggle through stupid stuff. Okay. The actual crash happened at a speed that could have killed us if I swerved the wrong direction. It doesn't sound like there was much of a crash. You said you'd already slowed down. Relax. I was driving on a country road. It could have frontally hit a car coming from the other direction, as the speed at which the crash was around 40 miles per hour.
Frontally?
Well, frontally is
Frontally?
sort of a word? I
don't think so. But okay.
I said it's sort of a word. I don't know if it's actually a word.
Right. It sounds like something I would make up.
Right. Yeah. It sounds like something I would make up too. The tickling part and the childhood trauma I've mentioned to my now ex-girlfriend around 3 months into our relationship, but as many pointed the obvious, I wasn't dating the sharpest tool in the shed, and it took me a while to realize it, so I guess I might be a bit dumb as well. I think I might have misused the word ghosting in my head. Telling her to get out of my house was already a clear sign of our relationship status. Okay, now to the actual update.
Almost had a spit take there. Sorry, babe. I had to yeah, okay, go ahead.
Like, all right, buddy. Now the actual update. After reading nearly all the comments, I took the decision to send my ex a message where I told her we should meet face to face. Some people suggested that I should file for a lawsuit, but my ex is still in university, and her parents can barely afford helping her. She obviously has done an insanely dumb stunt, but I don't want to punish her parents for it. The car is in the process of getting fixed, and I can afford it without major financial issues.
A lawsuit?
Yeah, I guess. Still, I took screenshots of her messages in order for me to have some proof in the case the situation escalates. So we met earlier at a coffee shop. She looked as if she'd been crying for a long time, but it didn't change my mind at all. What shocked me was the fact that she leaned in for a kiss when she saw me as if nothing happened. I stopped her and told her that we need to have a serious conversation. I explained that what had happened wasn't because of the car itself, but because of her disrespecting my boundaries and not thinking for a second about what might happen if she did that thing. Besides that, I also felt disrespected by the fact that her best friend came knocking on my door to demand things, despite not having any rights to do so, which led me to ask my ex if she told her best friend the truth or if she lied about the situation.
She probably made light of it.
Probably. She said that she only told her friend that we had a small car crash, and I'm pissed at her. Hearing that made me feel disappointed as hell, but I did my best to remain calm. I mean, like from her perspective, that's probably what she thought happened.
Yeah.
To be fair, like in situations, in every situation, you got to realize people have different perspectives. There's your version, my version, and the truth.
Right.
I told her to tell the real story to her friends and family, and she raised her voice and told me that I'm accusing her of being a liar, which you are. Something that led to a 15-minute discussion about how the crash was solely her fault and how she put our lives at risk.
Again,
Asked
crash.
her if everything's clear to her about our situation, and her response was, "Yep, 100%. Can we go home now?" That honestly shocked me. I told her that there's no way we can get back together, and I suggested she be more careful and considerate with her future partner. Her reaction was all tears, shaking, begging me to reconsider my decision, but I just can't look at her the same. I explained again that for me, it wasn't a small mistake she made. It was for a full-on stupid decision that shouldn't have been done by an adult, so it could have resulted in something deadly. She just thinks I'm exaggerating, and this back and forth argument led to her asking if there's someone else in my life, and I'm just using the accident as an excuse. I denied and told her that she's too selfish to even realize that she broke my trust and disrespected me by saying this crap. Oh boy.
Yeah.
This is way too long. I'm just going to sum up here. He talks to her parents. She apologized for what the mom apologizes for what her daughter did. And no, he's leaving. He's done. He's going to work. Yeah, so it's fine. Mom texted him, look, clearly that relationship wasn't going to work out. She was probably very codependent on him, right? And he was not in the place to deal with anything even slightly out of his purview, right? So I mean, I feel like it just wasn't a good match between the two of them.
I feel like they're 20.
Yeah.
I mean, she's 20, he's 22. Like, one, he needs to let go of the reins a little bit because this slightly a little bit too far there, bro. But she should understand that if he says no, that means no. I mean, that's what happens when women tell us that. I have a really bad habit of trying to tickle girlfriends, wives, friends, where they have already told me no, and then I realize afterwards that I did something that they didn't want to, and that is something I have a problem with, which I am trying to do my best to not do anymore. But that's something, if they say no, you got to listen to the other person.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like, a no is a no is a no, and like, you can't convince somebody. There's no like, don't try to convince somebody that it's a yes, right?
Right.
Like, consent is a huge deal, and yeah, absolutely.
Also, don't make light of it.
Yeah,
you can't make light of it.
Now, that being said, yeah, I mean, like, from her perspective, is they had an argument after the car swerved into the bushes or whatever.
Yeah.
She probably isn't even really connecting what the issue is.
Yeah.
Whether, I mean, she's 20, he's 22. He's most definitely not as how you say clinically verbose as he is in his post.
Yeah.
Like
Okay. Yeah.
he probably didn't lay it out exactly like he's saying that he laid it out. So I mean, like what it boils down to is communication issues, and yeah, if you can't trust her anymore because she tickled you again, then yeah, obviously don't date her anymore. And she should have the self-worth to go, okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
So,
All agreed, but also they're too young for this to be this big of a thing.
yeah, I mean, like,
They both need to think things through better. It's not that he's 100% right and she's wrong. I'm saying she's wrong and he maybe needs to release some of the reins there because that was a little much.
it was a lot.
It was
To
a
be
lot of
fair,
much.
like I'm saying, like, okay, you don't like to be tickled. Fine. You told her 3 months into your relationship. Cool. How often do you remember something for 10 months that you've heard in passing once? You know?
Yeah.
Because the way he posted it is, I told her 3 months in. Why didn't she remember?
She should have known.
Why didn't she remember 9 months later or whatever, however long?
Yeah.
7 months later. I can math.
Definitely not a situation that they should have been in the first place.
It was not. So also, like, who takes the day off after getting their car like detailed or whatever instead of just waiting for the weekend?
Oh, he was definitely in love with that car.
Oh yeah, 100%.
100%.
He loved that car more than he loves pizza, I'm quite sure.
Yeah.
Okay, I need you to prepare yourself for this next title, Will. It's a lot. It's
all right.
It's a lot. This next title is I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. It's bananas. It is bananas that this is a title. Okay. Forsaken Promotion 232. Am I the a-hole for lecturing a little girl after I nearly hit her with my car and then telling her parents? What?
Yes. Yes, you are.
I'm gonna, like, from the jump, I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Yep. We don't even need the rest of the story. I mean, I want to hear it, but we don't need it. Don't do that.
Look, the way AITH works is you put the worst version that
Right.
you can possibly think of as the title, so that then people will read it. And
People will
then
read it. Yeah.
right. So, okay.
Oh, it's a chick too. Okay.
A woman. Thank you, Will.
Oh, sorry. It is a woman, another a 20-year-old female.
It's one damn bird. Hey, mate, it's one damn bird. So I, female 20s, was driving home from work this afternoon when I almost hit a little girl.
Ugh.
The road where my work is located, excuse me. The road where my work is located is a busy road with many side streets. I always do 35, the posted speed limit, and set my cruise control as I'd done this afternoon. I was not distracted or impaired in any way. I was watching the road and fully following traffic laws. There was a car in front of me. The girl who was around 11 on a scooter was scootering up towards the main road from one of the side roads. She almost didn't stop for the car in front of me, but she did. She watched that car go and waited as the car going the opposite way beside it passed. She didn't look in my direction as she scootered onto the road. Though I saw her, I didn't expect her to scooter in front of me, so I slammed on brakes. So I slammed on brakes. I stopped about a car and a half's length away from her. She jerked away and ended up falling backwards into a shallow ditch. I pulled over and ran over to her. She was crying, but I think it was more fear than injury, as is custom.
Yes.
I made sure she was okay physically. She said she was. I then set into her on how dangerous her actions were. What was she thinking? Why didn't she look both ways? If she didn't understand traffic safety, she shouldn't be on a scooter on a busy street. She cried. I told her that I wanted to speak to her parents because honestly, she should have known better. And if she didn't know better, then they aren't parenting properly.
Wow.
What? She
She's
wasn't
20.
wearing a helmet or pads, and she had ear pods in, so I assumed she was listening to music. But if she was, she wasn't by the time I got to her. Okay. She took me to her home where I spoke to her parents and told them what had happened and asked why they were letting an obviously ill-prepared child ride anything without teaching her safety. The girl told her parents that she had just made a mistake, but that I was being really mean. I told her that she should be grateful that it's me being really mean to her and not a doctor telling her parents that their child was dead. Wow.
Well, I mean, at least she would actually say it to, she's not going to hide and run off. And
Well, I mean, at least at this point, she's begging for a fight from the parents. Let's do this.
right.
I asked her how she thought her parents would feel if I'd hit her, how I would feel. I told the parents to either teach her properly or keep her off the streets. But dad told me I was a dick, as he rightly should have, and I shouldn't be telling people how to raise their kids. The mom said I was overreacting and that I was probably driving too fast or dangerously. I have a dash cam, so I'm not worried about accusations on my driving. I was 100% following the traffic laws.
That's
Dad
not
told me
what the cops are going to say when you hit the girl.
The dad told me to get off their property before he called the cops. I told him to go ahead and I'd show the cops the dash cam video, and I assumed that any cop would fault the parents for letting a child run around a busy street without supervision or proper safety lessons. They slammed the door in my face, and I went back to my car and went home. Was I an a-hole?
Holy wow.
Madam? Yes.
That was, the big a-hole. You don't do that.
So yeah, like the fact that you said, though I saw her, I didn't expect her to scooter in front of me. So I slammed on the brakes. I stopped about a car and a half's length away from her. It's like in driver's ed, and I know a lot of people forget driver's ed by the time they're 17, but in driver's ed, they tell you children are unpredictable, right? They're going to do what kids are going to do. So if there's a kid around, you slow the hell down to like 15, really, really inch along until that kid is no longer in your hitbox, right?
Yep. Oh yeah.
Anytime a kid runs in front of your car, that's your fault.
Yep.
Right? If you hit that kid, it is your fault. Bar none. Because if you're in an area where there are children, you have to make sure that you do not murder them with a 2,000-pound weapon.
Well, you don't want to murder anybody with a vehicle, a very heavy vehicle, but also like children don't know this. They haven't learned these issues. They are going to be more inclined to believe that they can trust you, to where the rest of us know that you can't trust anybody.
I'm telling you what. Responsibly saying, hey, be more careful when you're out like this. Are you okay? You got to be more careful. There are ways to warn this kid, because this kid is always going to look left and right now, right?
Yeah, definitely.
She almost got hit by a car. This kid is going to know to look, but you got, especially, but you draw more flies with honey than you do vinegar, Fred.
Yeah. I don't fault her for talking to the parents. I fault her for how she talked to the parents and how she brought up the whole thing. Talking to the parents may help the situation. Not like that. Not like that.
It's like, hey, little kid, are you okay? look, I'm glad you're okay. You got to be more careful out here, man. Like, keep one of your ear pods out so you
Yep.
can hear around. Uh, like make sure you're got your head on the swivel all the time. Can I talk to your parents? I want to make sure that they know that you're okay. You
Yeah.
know, and
Something along those lines.
that is the diplomatic way to tell a kid stop being dumb.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Tell them
That's
exactly
bad.
what they did wrong, but do it be nice to them. Like you don't. I know this sounds weird. I know this sounds like really like I was born in 1999, but don't traumatize the kid. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
don't traumatize them further by being a
Random
monster.
stranger that almost hit you with a car now is berating you loudly in the street. That doesn't sound like a good idea.
This kid doesn't need to be berated. Not yet. Not by you.
Yeah.
It's
not your job.
Not by stay like forgive the pun, but stay in your lane, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, you're the a-hole.
Yep. 100%.
Boom, you're fixed. Hopefully.
I mean, hopefully they've been fixed enough that they don't have the license anymore.
Oh, no.
Yes. Okay. Yes.
r/road rage. Libra 1111. Someone threw what I believe to be ranch dressing at my car today.
Shout out to the Hidden Valley Ranch guy on TikTok.
Oh my land.
Yeah.
So someone threw what I believe to be a ranch dressing at my car today, then proceeded to drive on the wrong side of the road with 2 cars coming, cutting off at least 10 people waiting at a light and running said red light. My window was open, and that's most likely what they were aiming for as I watched them speed by and suddenly felt a pelt of white cream on my hand and a whiff of buttermilk. Gross.
Yeah, because you knew it was buttermilk.
Buttermilk has a very distinct nose to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the smell. I get the smell, but like they're talking about. Okay, whiff of. Never mind. Sorry.
A whiff of.
Yeah. A whiff of. Okay.
It's not like they licked their hand. After
Is
the
this ranch? Nope.
That's not ranch. That's not ranch. Oh, no. It looks like frosting, but it doesn't taste like frosting.
It doesn't taste like frosting. Eat more pineapple.
Sir, you need more salt in your diet. Oh boy. After the ranch throwing, I was just kind of sat there in disbelief as I tried to figure out what kind of condiment had been thrown at me. Initially, in my state of shock, I thought it may have been mayo, but upon further inspection, I noticed hints of parsley.
They did taste it. They totally tasted it.
They probably looked at it, to be fair. At any rate, I reported it. Oh. Okay, so now, oh boy.
A hint of lemon and parsley.
Indeed. And do I detect chive? To my own fault, I did get a little passive aggressive with this driver and his passenger, who I believe to be the ranch bandit.
Yes, ranch bandit.
Oh, I love you. The ranch bandit. After they leaned on the horn several times, right? After they leaned on the horn several times to me and the car in front of me. So, noticing that the speed limit was only 30, I made sure to follow it exactly, not 1 mile per hour above or below. This seemed to further agitate my Hidden Valley loving adversaries, which pleased me. But needless to say, I was barking up the wrong tree. Clearly, I got ranched. Keep your windows up, friends. Beware. They're still out there. This has been a public service announcement from Libra 1111.
Oh, man.
I mean, bully for you for that roadside justice, but bud, whew.
Yeah.
Dude, that's wrong. I don't know what to tell you.
That's awesome. See here, I know how to fix this. They need to keep a condiment of their own choosing in the car so that they can retaliate when they need to.
Oh, there you go. Or if you're having trouble like identifying it, have swatches.
Yeah, there you go.
Just have condiment swatches. Is this
Test.
Hidden
Yeah.
Valley? Is this Circle K? What is it? Is this mayonnaise?
Oh, that's great. Ranch Bandit. We need to remember that. Ranch Bandit. I already wrote it down.
He's in the trees. Okay. So here's a. Oh, this one's from across the pond. Ireland shite drivers. Is exiting your car in traffic and coming up to the window of another car and threatening the driver a crime?
Yes.
I mean, yes.
Yes.
I mean, it is.
That doesn't seem like a question that needs to be asked. Those are one of those you should have learned this already kind of questions.
Right. So I hope this is allowed here. I think it is. Today I was driving home from work, coming through a small village, and the car pulled out in front of me at a T-junction. I gave him a beep to display my displeasure. Then he came to a complete stop in the middle of the road, blocking me in the center of the junction. I gave another little beep and a wave as if to say, sorry for beeping, but you can move on so I'm not stuck in the middle of the junction here. Then he got out, thick head on him, and he came up to my window. He threatened me. I also exchanged some words, but no fighting talk from me. He also kept telling me to get out of the car. Eventually, he got back in, pulled his car in, then pulled out behind me, driving very close and flashing. I drove past my turn for home and headed to the Garda station a few villages up, but he eventually gave up and effed off. I have all this on dash cam, so I'm just wondering if I brought this to the guards, would they do anything? I prefer if the little scummer didn't just get away with it. Thanks for the help. Yeah. Okay. So North Database 44 sums it up. Threatening and abusive behavior is a criminal offense, and I'm 95% sure of that.
Yeah. Don't escalate the person who's raging and exiting their vehicle and coming after you. Let's not continue that. It's not a good idea. That's not a good idea. No words need to be said at that moment. It's like, I was just trying to get you out of the way. Sorry, sir. Boom. Before he gets back in the car, go around him. I mean, like you said, it's from across the pond here. So maybe they were driving a little tiny car. They weren't able to go, over a little mound of dirt or whatever.
Over hill and over dale.
Right. But at the same time, maybe don't do that. Just be nicer. The other guy definitely needs to have, some rage classes, but our OP here needs to make sure he's aware that, I guess not over there, but over here, people carry guns. Don't do that. People carry guns. And they may be upset. And they may do something stupid. Over there, maybe not so much.
Yeah, dude.
But he still might have a bat. And that hurts.
That's fantastic. Okay, so let's square it off here with Tricky Acanthusy 39. I can't pronounce that. In life pro tips, a thumbs down on the highway is a better alternative to obscene gestures and helps to de-escalate the situation on both sides. I wish I came up with this on my own. I watched someone do this on the highway a couple of years back. Our guy was moving around a crazy and dangerous driver. I'm assuming he put his hand out the window and gave a so-so sign while locking in a fat thumbs down. It worked. The person pulled to the right lane and stopped being such an overt douche. I tried this. I've also flipped people off and received my fair share of gestures. Not always the most focused driver. This is an interesting effect when this has an interesting effect when doing it, of not amping me higher, swearing, obscene gestures, etc. And I've noticed that it doesn't escalate the recipient. It's essentially an outlet for downvoting a driver's decision to drive 1 mile per hour under
Ugh.
1 mile per hour under the speed limit in the number 1 lane. A cordial, if impersonal, "You suck" before
suck.
moving on.
Wow.
Right.
That's good. I like that.
It is
Overt douche. That's good.
Overt douche is a fantastic one.
It is.
Hey, you suck. I'm out. You know,
Bye.
no. Say no. It's fantastic. Ugh. I'm gonna use that from now on. When my road rage hits, I just say passive aggressive or aggressive things, depending on who you're talking to. You know, like I'll just say, "This is why your mom doesn't love you."
Right.
You know, stuff like that.
Random
Like,
things like that. I'll do that by myself when I'm just by myself in the car and somebody does something just utterly dumb. It's like, and then I feel better because I've yelled, but I'm not like aggressively going after the person. It's more like I'm just getting a little aggression out in the comforts of my vehicle. And
Right.
then that's it. The end.
Exactly.
Done.
Like, oh man, I've got to start recording myself in the car because I have thrown some crazy liners at whoever is
Just
driving
random
by. Like,
random overt douches.
seriously, like I was driving with Tara one time, and this truck, really big GMC truck, cuts the 3 lanes to my left off, cuts me off, and then goes to the on ramp and is stuck there because he's stuck behind like 3 other people.
Mm.
And we're at the stoplight, so like he's directly to my right. And I just look over, the windows down, and I go, "This is what you are. What's wrong with America?" And he goes, "What?
Because he wasn't paying attention.
Huh?"
Yeah. Ugh.
Oh, he's never gonna get it.
So incredibly bad.
He's never gonna
incredibly
get it.
bad.
This is why mom doesn't freaking love you.
Yeah.
So, I love it. Oh.
So bad.
So yeah, in closing, I should say that thumbs down, that's the way to go.
Yeah.
Right?
The thumbs
I feel like
down. Just
that's the way to
smile.
go.
Just smile. Thumbs down. Pass them and move on.
Just give them what you do is you look them dead in the face and you
just head shake. Just the head shake.
just be disappointed. Just be visually disappointed with them.
Me and your mother are disappointed in you.
I think you're more like your brother.
Yeah.
Man.
So bad. So bad. So bad.
Well, I've been Dave.
And I have been Will. This has been a very awesome journey. And thank you guys for joining us.
For
Please, if you liked,
commenting, subscribing. Thank you for that.
All the things, the upvotes, the thumbs ups, and the no thumbs down. The thumbs up.
If you got a question for us, man, please feel free to leave it in the comments
or send it to the email. Yep.
There's an email in the show notes. It's fixyourlifepod@gmail.com.
Mm-hmm.
And we will answer it on the podcast.
We will for sure. And if you have any good ideas for any other merch that you may want, let us know. And we are always coming up with good ones like Ranch Bandit, but doesn't always have to be a Ranch Bandit. We can come up with something. If you want a shirt that says overt douche, maybe we'll make a shirt that says overt douche.
It'll be wonderful.
Yeah.
Anyway, y'all have a great night. Don't cause any accidents.
Please be safe on the road. Please be safe.
We want you to be able to hear us more.
Yes, but also we want you to stay alive.
Yeah, that was what I was getting at. Well,
I know. I just
Can't hear us when you're.
I wanted to be an overt douche. Okay.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Been hating my job. I need to quit.
Bye. Bye. We should probably look at it in a hurry.
Is this really it?
Yeah, we really
I
should.
need